You know what's weird? A lot of Americans are doing objectively okay on paper and still feel stressed all the time. Good income, nice house, two cars in the driveway, still anxious, still checking the bank account before buying something simple. One bill goes up, then another. Insurance jumps, property taxes jump, groceries cost more. Something breaks in the house, and suddenly there goes 5 or 10 grand. A lot of people feel like no matter how hard they work, life just keeps getting heavier. Eventually, you start asking yourself questions that honestly would have sounded kind of crazy 10 or 15 years ago. Like, would my life actually feel easier somewhere else? That's part of why Mexico keeps coming up in conversations like this. Most people already know Mexico isn't perfect. That's not really the point. Life just seems a little more manageable there for some Americans. Less financially suffocating. For a long time, the American dream was pretty straightforward. Buy a home, build stability, raise your family, retire someday, and finally relax a little. People genuinely believed hard work would eventually lead to some level of peace financially. You struggle early on, get established later, then life calms down a bit. That's how a lot of Americans were raised to think about success. Lately, though, it feels like the finish line keeps moving. You can make decent money now and still constantly feel squeezed. That's the strange part. A raise barely hits your account before something else gets more expensive. Mortgage rates go up, insurance goes up, healthcare goes up, property taxes go up. Everything seems to move together now. Most Americans looking outside the country aren't trying to become rich overseas. A lot of them simply want life to stop feeling so financially heavy all the time. That changes the conversation completely. Once you start looking at it through that lens, the whole "why are people leaving" conversation starts making a lot more sense. Home ownership is probably the biggest symbol tied to the American dream. Problem is, buying the house turns out to be the easy part for a lot of people. Keeping it is where things start getting stressful. People focus heavily on the mortgage payment, but the real pressure usually comes from everything surrounding the house. Property taxes, insurance, roof repairs, HVAC systems, plumbing, electrical work, landscaping, HOA fees. The bills never really stop. Texas is a perfect example of this too. Somebody buys a $400,000 or $500,000 house thinking they finally made it. Then they realize they're paying $8,000, $10,000, maybe $12,000 a year in property taxes alone. Every year. That's before maintenance. That's before insurance increases. That's before your AC unit dies in August. And suddenly your savings account gets body slammed. People underestimate how exhausting that constant financial leakage becomes over time. Mortgage rates made the situation even worse recently. People got used to those 2 and 3% interest rates for a while. Monthly payments looked manageable. 6 and 7% interest changes the math fast. Now the conversation increasingly sounds like, how do we make the payment smaller? Stretch the loan longer. 30 years already became normal. Now people casually throw around ideas like 40-year mortgages, 50-year mortgages. 50 years? At that point, the house almost owns you. That's not even home ownership anymore. That's basically a subscription service with a roof. Eventually, people start wondering whether things are actually becoming more affordable, or whether we're just stretching debt across larger portions of our lives, so the monthly number feels manageable. That's where Mexico starts becoming interesting to people. Not because homes are magically cheap. That part gets exaggerated online constantly. Nice homes in good parts of Mexico still cost real money. $300,000, $400,000, sometimes more. Financing works differently there too. Larger down payments are common. Mortgage systems aren't structured like they are in the US. What surprises many Americans is the ongoing cost afterward. Property taxes can be dramatically lower. Maintenance labor is often cheaper. General upkeep feels less financially punishing. A plumbing repair that ruins your month financially in the US may not hit nearly as hard there. Same with electrical work, landscaping, routine maintenance. The overall pressure of ownership can feel completely different. That realization hits people emotionally. The dream used to be owning the home. Now people mostly want ownership to stop feeling like permanent financial stress. Housing is only part of it, though. Modern American life increasingly feels like one giant recurring payment system. Mortgage, car payment, insurance, medical bills, childcare, subscriptions. Everything drafts automatically now. Money leaves people's accounts in 10 different directions before they even finish breakfast. A lot of Americans feel like they're working non-stop, just to maintain a version of middle-class life that used to feel normal. That creates a different kind of stress psychologically. You can technically be doing well and still feel one bad month away from a problem, one layoff, one medical issue, one major repair. That pressure sits quietly in the background all the time. A lot of Americans spent their entire childhood hearing that success meant owning more stuff. Bigger house, nicer car, more upgrades. Then they finally get the stuff and realize they're too financially stressed to even enjoy it. That hits people hard once they realize it. Eventually, somebody starts wondering whether the system itself still makes sense for them. That's why more Americans are exploring life abroad in general now. Mexico gets the attention online, but people are looking all over. South Africa, Spain, Vietnam, Thailand. Mexico checks a lot of boxes for Americans specifically, though. Close to home, lower carrying costs in many areas, established expat communities, familiar enough to not feel completely disconnected from the US. Nobody's claiming life there is perfect. Still, many Americans spend time in Mexico and realize they don't feel quite as financially compressed day to day. That feeling sticks with people. Here's the part that probably would have sounded completely insane 20 years ago. More Americans are starting to look outside the United States to achieve what used to be called the American dream. That's a pretty major psychological shift when you really sit with it for a minute. I honestly don't think most Americans moving abroad are chasing luxury. Breathing room is probably the better word. People want life to calm down a little. Modern American life can start feeling like this non-stop cycle of earning, financing, paying bills, then waking up and doing it all over again. You look up one day and realize your entire life revolves around maintaining payments and obligations. That wears people down over time. Mexico obviously doesn't solve all of that. No country does. Still, many Americans spend time there and notice something feels different emotionally. Life can move a little slower. The financial pressure can feel less aggressive. Daily life doesn't always feel centered around nonstop productivity and consumption. Small things start standing out too. Families sitting together in public spaces, people outside in the evenings, long meals, less obsession with hustle culture every waking second. A lot of Americans experience that and quietly think, wait, why does this feel healthier? That question tends to stay with people once they feel it. None of this means Mexico is perfect. Far from it. Some people move abroad and end up miserable. There are trade-offs everywhere. Language barriers, bureaucracy, infrastructure problems, healthcare differences, culture shock. Prices have also risen significantly in many parts of Mexico, especially places popular with foreigners. People need to be realistic about that. Too many videos online turn moving abroad into this fantasy where all your problems disappear overnight. Life doesn't work that way. Mexico solves certain problems. Different frustrations show up in their place. Still, the fact that more Americans are even asking these questions now says something important about where people are mentally. Maybe the biggest shift happening right now is that a growing number of Americans no longer feel convinced the traditional version of the American dream still works for them. That doesn't mean people hate America. Most don't. People just want a life that feels sustainable again, stable, manageable. A life where every month doesn't feel like financial combat. Mexico keeps showing up in these conversations because for some Americans, life there simply feels more manageable financially. Less pressure, less constant strain. That matters to people. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel, because these are the kinds of conversations we have here all the time. Real discussions about Mexico, relocation, cost of living, and why more Americans are quietly rethinking what they actually want their future to look like. You should also watch Why Americans Are Blamed for High Prices in Mexico. That connects directly to the affordability side of this conversation. Also check out Can the Average American Afford to Move to Mexico? That video breaks down the financial reality behind making a move like this actually work. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.